Hi, David Wallimann here. Welcome to Ask Wallimann episode 4. We had a lot of questions last week that were not answered. Question number 1, let's just answer them. This is from Diogo, who's asking me, why did you stop making comedy videos like How Do You Suck at Guitar? I love that one. Thanks so much. That's kind of what I started with, comedy videos. But that was 8 or 9 years ago. I'm a different person now. I'm a father. I am an entrepreneur, different stage of life, older. When I started the videos, I was in my late 20s. I'm 39 today. Well, no, in a few months. I'm 39 in a few months, but things changed. Sometimes I might feel in a funny mood, so I'll make a funny video, but yeah, I don't know. All right, the next few questions are all Axe FX related. A lot of you guys are interested by Fractal Audio's Axe FX, and I love the unit. I've been a fan since I got one, and ever since, I'm not going back. So this first question is from Warrior Judo, who's asking me, foot pedal or no foot pedal when purchasing the Axe FX2? It depends. I went the foot pedal way. When I first got my Axe FX, I did get the MFC also. I sold it since, not because it's bad. It's great. It's really solidly built, but I never had to use it because I use the Axe FX as a recording device. I don't play out. I don't perform much. That might change at some point, but because I didn't really have this need to switch patches and presets, I sold it because I didn't need it, and it went to someone who really needed it. It's a great unit. I have nothing but good things to say about it, but it all depends on your need. If you're just like me, wanting to record things in the studio, I usually just use one patch, and I do a lot of punch in, punch outs when I produce my music. I'm not the type of musician who absolutely has to nail down a solo in one take. I'm not afraid of punching in and out. For me, it's the end result that counts the best. It doesn't matter. So in that sense, I just use one patch. I record through, and then in another section of the song, I'll just manually dial my patch. So I don't really need a foot controller at this point. That being said, I am super interested in getting the Axe 8, which has the same tone as the Axe FX2, maybe a little less options. I think I've got to read on it, but it's in a floorboard foot controller, and that'll be very useful for a few gigs where I wouldn't want necessarily to carry the Axe FX2 and the pedal board itself. So I'm really interested in that unit. Should be getting one at some point, but it all depends on your needs. This next one is from Jacob, who's asking me, should I go for an Axe FX or a really nice tube amp? Again, that really depends on who you are. I very rarely play through real amps because I never really had the need to. I haven't performed much ever since I decided to become a professional musician. I know it's kind of weird. That's a whole different video in itself. And so I never had the need of a real tube amp. I was never completely sold on the tone of a real tube amp. That's me. I feel that they're a little bit uncontrollable sometimes. I'm not saying that I dislike that tone, but for me, I feel that I have more control over the music that I want to play with a modeler. That's just me. And I'm not saying any modeler, I'm saying the Axe FX, because there are other modelers out there that I've tried that I did not like, not because they didn't sound like the real thing. I don't care if it sounds like the real thing or not. As long as it inspires me to play and I feel comfortable playing, that's what matters. And the Axe FX2 does that for me. So I can't say anything bad about it. I love it. But then, do you want the real tube amp or an Axe FX2? It's something that is going to have to fit your personal comfort, and I can't answer that for you. So just try a few things and see what you like. And this last question is from Chris, who's asking me, with your Axe FX2, do you use full range speakers or guitar cabs, or do you just go direct? I've always gone direct with the Axe FX, always. I've never gone through a cab and mic'd the cab so that it sounds like a mic'd cab. Never did that. That being said, I do have powered cabs. I'm using Zytone cabs. These are actually named after me. This is the Wallimann model. They are powered wedges. I've used those live because I feel that they reproduce the tone of the Axe FX2 very naturally, and it sounds great to my ears. So I can only recommend them. But for recording purposes, I always go direct, and I think it just sounds great. I love the Axe FX2. All right, everyone, thanks so much for your questions. If you have more, whether it's music related or business related or YouTube related, whatever it is, leave them below, and I'll pick my favorite ones and I'll answer them in a future episode. Like this video, share it around, subscribe. Thanks for your friendship, everyone. Don't take anything I said out of context, please. Let's stop this. I'll see you next time. Until then, salut.